Namaste Jeevan. I Jeevan Shobha Kumari, Assistant Professor in Jyoti Vidyapith, Government University, Jaipur, Department of Agriculture Veterinary Science. Today I deliver a lecture on this topic, secondary and micronutrient fertilizer. First of all, definition of primary or secondary nutrient. What is primary or secondary nutrient? Macro or macronutrients. They are the nutrients utilized by the plant in a little large amount. Amount means quantity for their growth and development. These are the macro or major nutrient, also called primary nutrient. Example CHO, NPK, calcium, magnesium, sulfur. C मतलब carbon, H hydrogen or oxygen, N nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium or sulfur. These are the major or micronutrient because they plant required in high amount, large amount. No? CH are abundantly present in the atmosphere and need not be applied through the fertilizer. Primary nutrients are those nutrients required relatively in large quantity by the plants for their growth and development. These are also designated as a fertilizer element because deficiency of these elements is corrected by application through fertilizer. NPK, major or micronutrient is further divided in two categories, primary nutrient or secondary nutrient. Primary nutrient NPK or secondary nutrient calcium, magnesium, sulfur. Secondary nutrients are those nutrients which are required by the plant in moderate amount. They are called secondary because they are unknowingly supplied through fertilizer and other amendment. However, their role in nutrition not secondary, but they are given secondary importance in its supply and management. Example, when a SSP is supplied as a fertilizer for P, it supplies calcium and sulfur. Also because in this theory, when a species applied in a fertilizer form for phosphorus, and already SSP is applied along with the phosphorus, calcium or sulfur is all along with applied in the field in a plant. Dolomite applied as a liming material and supply calcium and magnesium. Ammonium sulfate added as a nitrogen fertilizer. Ammonium sulfate is a fertilizer and is applied because nitrogen fertilizer is released from the ammonium sulfate and also will supply sulfur. Micronutrient, the nutrients which are required by the plant in relatively smaller quantities for their growth and development, but these are equally important and essential to the plant as a micronutrient. They are also called as a trace rare or nano elements. These include Fe, Mn, zinc, copper, boron, Mo, molybdenum, chlorine or nickel. These are the example of micronutrient. Which one? Iron, manganese, zinc, copper, boron, molybdenum, chlorine or nickel. These are the micronutrient example. Secondary nutrient, calcium. Calcium is absorbed by the plant as a calcium 2+, and its concentration ranges from 0.2 to 1%, and it's supplied through mass flow method. Function of calcium: it is immobile in a plant. Hence the deficiency is observed in the younger leaves. It is a constituent of the cell wall and increase in the stiffness of plant. Promote the root development and growth of plant, root elongation and cell division. Helps to transload the sugars in the plant. It involves chromosome stability, and that is a constituent of the chromosome structure. After translocation of CHO in plant, increase the seed production also. Activate enzyme phosphate and kinase accumulate protein during the respiration by the mitochondria, and it increase their protein content and it bind DNA to protein molecules. Deficiency symptoms of calcium: young leaves of terminal buds die back at the tip of margin. Normal growth is affected. Root may become short, stubby, and brown. Cause of acidity of soil. Cell may become rigid and brittle. Young leaves of cedars remain folded. Source of soil calcium: Earth crust contains 3.64% calcium. The important source of calcium is anorthite. Generally, and arid regions will contain high amount of calcium regardless of texture, low rainfall, little leaching. Calcite, dolomite, gypsum. These are the example. These are the source of calcium. Second one, magnesium. Magnesium also secondary nutrient. Magnesium is adsorbed as a magnesium 2 plus ion. It is an ionic form, a magnesium 2 plus, and the concentration of in crop varies between 0.1 to 0.6%. It was taken by the plant by mass flow and diffusion method. Mass flow and diffusion method. These are the process of magnesium nutrient. These are the mechanism nutrient uptake. Function of magnesium in the plant. Primary constitute of chlorophyll. Second, import dark color in the leaves. It serve as a structural component in a ribosome and stabilizing the ribosome conformation for the protein synthesis. Involve number of physiological and biochemical functions. Active phosphorylating enzyme in a CHO metabolism. Act as a cofactor for certain enzyme and other than phosphate transfer enzyme. Increase in the oil content of oilseed crops, regulate the uptake of other nutrients. These are the function of magnesium. Deficiency of the magnesium in deficiency symptoms. Interveinal chlorosis of the leaves, in which only the leaves veins remain green. Strip brittle, twisted leaf, wrinkled, and distortion of leaf. These are the symptoms of deficiency. Cotton laurel leaves may develop a reddish purple, finely necrotic in a brassica chlorosis with an interveinal molting uniformly distributed in older leaves, while the other vascular tissue remain green. This condition is called puckering. Which symptoms is known as puckering? When vesicular tissues remain green in older leaves while the distributed. Then a chlorosis with the interveinal molting uniformly distributed in all the leaves, while the other vesicular tissues remain green. This is symptom, this is a procedure, this is a effect. It's called puckering. A puckering due to deficiency of magnesium. Source of magnesium: biotite, dolomite, hornblende, olivine, serpentine, chlorite, illite, montmorillonite. These are the examples. These are the source of magnesium. Sulfur also secondary nutrient. Sulfur is absorbed by the plant root as a sulfate ion, SO4 minus ion. Concentration of sulfur is a plant ranges between 0.1 to 0.4. Functions of sulfur: essential for synthesis of sulfur containing amino acids, cysteine, methionine. Essential for the synthesis of the other metabolic, including the coenzyme biotin, thymine of vitamin B, glutathione, synthesis of chlorophyll. Second, it is a vital part of the ferrooxidation, that is a FES protein acting in the chloroplast, responsible for the characteristic smell, odor, and taste of mustard, onion, and garlic. Punchy smell. In a garlic or onion, punchy smell is occurred due to the sulfur presence. Enhance the oil formation in the crop, soybean, increase the root growth, stimulate the seed formation, promote nodule formation in leguminous crop. These are the important functions of sulfur. Nutrient deficiency of sulfur. Stunted growth, pale green to yellow color, immobile in a plant. Plant symptoms start first. Younger leaves, poor seed and set in left seed. Source of sulfur: gypsum, epsomite, mirabilite, pyrite. These are the source of sulfur. Pyrite is a famous. Thank you guys. If you have any doubt, any query regarding this session, please write in comment box.